Hey everyone, welcome back to iSkillmind, your space for inner growth, deep conversations, and meaningful change. I'm Tom.
And I'm Lena. Today, we're diving into something that might hit close to home for many of you. The episode is called, Are We Trying or Just Forcing Ourselves?
Yeah, that blurry line between healthy effort and burnout, between persistence and pressure, between holding on and letting go.
You know, I've been there myself, thinking I'm being strong when in reality, I was just scared to stop.
Same here, and it's hard to know, right? So today we're going to unpack it, talk about what real effort looks like, what it means to stop forcing, and how to know the difference.
Segment 1, Trying versus Forcing. What's the difference?
Let's start simple. Trying comes from a place of hope, curiosity, and growth. Forcing, though, that comes from fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of looking weak.
I remember pushing myself to stay in a job that drained me every single day. I told myself, I'm just working hard. But deep down, I was forcing myself to be someone I wasn't.
Exactly. Trying feels like you're expanding. Forcing feels like you're shrinking. One builds resilience, the other builds resentment.
Segment 2, A Real Story When Letting Go is Growth.
Let me tell you about Kai. He spent 5 years trying to make a startup work. At first, it was passion-driven, but in the last year, it was all survival mode.
And it showed in his health, his relationships, everything. But the world around him kept saying, keep going, never quit.
Until one day, he asked himself, am I trying to succeed or just afraid to stop? That question changed everything. He walked away, not because he failed, but because he grew.
That story gives me chills because growth doesn't always look like pushing forward. Sometimes it's knowing when to pause or pivot. Segment 3, How to Know the Difference in Your Life.
So, how do you know if you're truly trying or just forcing it?
Ask yourself, do I feel emotionally exhausted or inspired? Am I motivated by love or fear? Do I feel like I'm becoming more of myself or losing myself?
Here's one that helped me. Would I still be doing this if no one was watching?
Oof, that's powerful.
Segment 4, what real strength looks like.
Real strength isn't grinding until you break. It's knowing when to breathe, when to reflect, when to say, this isn't me anymore.
And real effort honors your boundaries. It uplifts your spirit, even when it's hard. It doesn't erase you.
Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is stop. Closing. If you've been feeling heavy, ask yourself, are you really trying or are you just afraid to stop?
There's no shame in slowing down. There's wisdom in letting go. Your value isn't in your hustle. It's in your wholeness.
Thank you for joining us on iSkillmind. If today's episode spoke to you, share it with someone who needs a reminder that effort and self-worth are not the same thing.
Until next time, stay honest, stay kind to yourself, and keep growing.